Hello everyone, welcome back to Power BI 0 to Hero playlist. My name is Sandeep Raturi and in this video, I will show you how to set up an on-premises data gateway in Power BI and configure schedule refresh for a report. The gateway is a very important topic in Power BI, so watch the video till the end to understand it in detail. First, we will understand what is gateway and why it is required. Gateway is an application. It provides the connection between Power BI services and data source located on premises. Using Gateway, you can schedule refresh the data source on cloud. You can install this application on any servers in the local domain. Gateway is required if the data source is located on premises, then you need a gateway, means any local files, whether they are on a virtual machine or your local desktop, will require a data gateway. For example, if you are fetching data from SQL Server database located on your local domain server, then you need a gateway. For online or cloud-based data sources, for example, if you are getting data from CRM Online, Azure SQL DB, Azure Blob Storage, etc., you don't need a gateway. Mainly we have two types of gateway in Power BI. First one is on-premises data gateway personal mode and second is on-premises data gateway standard mode. Personal mode gateway allows you to connect to and refresh data sources that are hosted on your local machine or network. It is primarily used for personal, non-shared data access and it is suitable for situations where the reports or dashboards will not be shared with others in the organization. Standard mode gateway can be used by multiple users that have access to the server onto which you install the gateway. It can be used for both scheduling refresh and live queries in Power BI. You can also use it for Power BI, Power Apps, Azure Logic Apps, Power Automate, Azure Analysis Service, and data flows. Standard mode gateway is recommended gateway because it supports multiple features. So in this video, we will configure standard mode gateway. Now let's start the practical. As you can see that this is the Power BI report. My report name is Sales Dashboard Gateway Check. And in this report, I am using SQL Server as a data source. And SQL Server is installed on my local machine, meaning it is on premises. Here you can see my SQL Server name and under this server, this is my database name PBI demo and under this database, I am using Global Superstore table which I am using in my Power BI report as you can see here. And I publish the same report in the Power BI service as you can see here, Sales Dashboard Gateway Check. Here you can see the report and now understand the challenge. The challenge is that I cannot refresh this report. If I will try to refresh it, I will get an error because data is on premises. To resolve this, I need to install a gateway which will establish the connection between the on-premises application and the Power BI service. If you scroll down and will open the gateway and cloud connection, so here you can see the message, you don't have any data gateways. And also if you scroll down a little bit, so here you can see data source credential and refresh option is disabled. Reason behind data gateway is not configured. Now I will show you how you can download and install the gateway and set up the schedule refresh. In Power BI service, click on download arrow icon and from here select the data gateway. It will navigate to your Microsoft official site and after that click on download standard mode. As you can see that I have already downloaded the gateway setup. After that double click on the setup and here you can choose the path where you want to install the gateway and then check the term and condition and click on install. After that give the confirmation yes. Again give the confirmation yes. Now give the confirmation yes. Now enter your official mail ID that you use in Power BI service and after that click on sign in. Now select the account. Here we are installing new gateway, so that's the reason we select first option. And if you are migrating, restore or take over an existing gateway, then you have to select second option. So in our case, we will go with first option, register a new gateway on this computer. Now enter the new on-premises data gateway name. So here I will provide the name SQL gateway. You can provide any gateway name, and after that here you have to enter minimum 8 digit recovery key. This key is very important in the case of recovery. So let's suppose you are changing the server and you don't want to install or configure new gateway, you want your existing gateway. So in that scenario, to recover your existing gateway, this key is required. So always remember this key. After that, click on configure. As you can see that the gateway SQL GW is online and ready to be used. And with on-premises data gateway standard mode, you can use Logic Apps, Azure NSC Service, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Microsoft Fabric. Now click on close. Now go to the Power BI service and click on three dot of the semantic model of the report and click on settings, and here scroll down and open the gateway and cloud connections, and here you can see the our restored gateway name SQL GW, and here it is showing not configured correctly. After that, click on setting icon. It will navigate to you manage connections and gateways window. From here just close it, and here you can see the gateway name SQL GW. After that, go to the connections and here click on new. From gateway cluster name, select the gateway name SQL GW, and here you can provide the connection name. So here we will provide the database name PBI demo so that we can easily find the connection. You can provide any connection name here, and after that in connection type, because we are using SQL as a data source, here select the SQL server, and after that provide the server name. So in my case my server name is this one, so right click on the server name, go to the properties, and from here you can copy the server name, paste here, and my database name is PBI demo, so you can provide your database name. And in authentication we have these options: basic, Windows, OAuth 2.0, and service principal. If you have service principal ID and key, so you can provide here. You can also use your Windows credential, so you just provide your Windows domain name and username, and after that you can provide a Windows password. Also you can use your SQL server user ID and password. So here I will use my SQL server user ID and password. And after that, here you can see the few options single sign on. So if you notice here, when you hover over the icon, so it will show you the message. This will only be applied for direct queries. Import will use the username and password specified in the data source details. Second option is for import, it will use the dataset owner's Windows credentials. So I am leaving it as default. And after that, in privacy level, you can choose the organization and click on create. So if you notice here, create PBI demo connection has been created successfully. And after that, click on close. And now again, go to the semantic model setting, click on gateway and cloud connections, and here open the maps to drop down, and from here you can select the connection PBI demo, and after that you can click on apply. So if you see here, connection has been updated successfully, and after that data source credential has been enabled automatically, if you notice here. And also you can see the refresh option also enabled for us. Turn on the schedule refresh. From here you can choose the time zone, and from refresh frequency drop down you can choose the refresh frequency for the report. You want to refresh the report on weekly basis or daily basis, and after that you can add the time for the refresh. If you are using pro license, you can set the schedule refresh 8 times per day, and if you are using premium pro capacity license or PPU license, so with that license type you can set the 48 times schedule refresh per day. And after that, here you can add the user mail ID. If report has failed, so user will get the mail notification, and after that click on apply. So if you see here, schedule refresh has been set up successfully, and now we will try to refresh this report manually. So go to the workspace, and here you can see the refresh button. So from here you can refresh the report on demand. So just click on this button. So if you see here, report refresh is in process. Now we will check the refresh history. So click on three dot of the semantic model, go to the settings and click on refresh history. So we refresh the report on demand. So as you can see here, you can see the start time, end time, and you can check the status completed. That's all for this video. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to set up the on-premises data gateway and configure the schedule refresh for the report. If you like the video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you.